Give us a snapshot of your race in Maryland, how it looks from where you sit right now.
You know, it looks good from where I sit right now. We've been out there, counties across the state, listening to voters, and what you hear are the same concerns. In the last 3 years, our schools have fallen from first to sixth in the national rankings. The price of health care has gone up 134%, and jobs are stuck. We're dead last in the region in both income growth and job growth. If we had the growth of, say, Virginia, we would have 50,000 more jobs, and we all, on average, would have made $8,000 more in the last 3 years. And so we have found the voters very responsive to our kind of brass tacks, kitchen table. This is how we will fully fund our schools. This is how we'll take on every pharmaceutical company, not take their money, but take them on and get a better deal for all of us. And, you know, this is how we'll grow this economy by investing in the strengths of our state, including, frankly, the fact that we have one of the most diverse STEM workforces in the entire country.
Okay, so that all sounds pretty good, but you're campaigning in a state that traditionally is thought to be pretty Democratic, pretty blue, and you have a Republican opponent. Why isn't this a laydown for you? There aren't many polls out, but the polls would indicate maybe you have an uphill battle. Why is that?
You know, this is the first time in like 60 years that a Democrat has had to come through a crowded primary to take on a well-funded incumbent. And so folks are still getting to know me. With that said, we're very confident that we will win this just like we won the primary. We're building a strong ground game across the state. We've opened up 15 offices. We're going to frankly, have more open next week. And people are hungry, quite frankly, to take back the State House and make sure that we can lead our state in a way that's actually reflective of the state's values. And the issue of education has always been the top issue for the people of our state. And as they've seen this governor take money from the general fund and send it to private schools in the form of vouchers, even as the state's own consultants say that we're underfunding our public schools by $2 billion a year, again, what we're finding is that there is a kind of grassroots fire out there that's burning to make sure that we win.
So as you see it right now, how important is the money factor? Because there are estimates that your opponent has a lot more money to spend than you do.
Yeah, you know, we will pull closer to him. We don't need to raise as much money as he does. He showed that last time. He took on a lieutenant governor who was basically running as the incumbent, seeking a third term, if you will, where he would, you know, his first term as governor after 2 terms as lieutenant governor, who outraised him, I want to say about 6-1, and Hogan won. And so in our state, it truly is about the people. It's about votes. It is not about money. It is not about polls. You know, quite frankly, probably the most popular pollster in the state undercounted my support by 17 points just as early vote was starting. So we know that if we get out there and we talk to the people, we lift up our plans to fully fund education, to make sure that we all have health care we can afford, and to get our economy going again by investing in our strengths, you know, getting back to being in the top 3 as far as health sciences industries, you know, recruiting every cybersecurity headquarters here, investing in moving our state to be 100% reliant on clean and renewable energy, but also to build those turbines here, that we will win come next November.
So tell me about Maryland. Really, will clean energy win it for you? I mean, we're putting up here the 5 points of your program: lowering state sales tax, supporting and investing in small business, and the 4th one is make Maryland a top state for clean energy. Is that going to get the votes out for you?
It is. It's important. Folks know that the puck, when it comes to the production of power, is only moving in one direction. That's towards clean and renewable. And if we get there first in our region, if we're building more turbines, if we're investing more in solar, if we're turning out more green technologies than any other state in the region, other states will be sourcing from us, and we will benefit disproportionately. And so, you know, it's that sort of forward thinking, quite frankly, that's helped power our campaign through the primary, despite every poll saying that we would never win. And that is powering us through this general in the face of pollsters, you know, shaking their heads again.
So, Ben, give us a sense of the support you're getting from the National Democratic Party, because there's a perception that the Democrats in recent years have really not paid much attention to state houses and to governorships, and they've fallen behind as a result. Did the Republican Party get it now? Are they supporting you? What kind of support are you getting?
We're getting good support. I would say that we as a party really have to be a 50-state party. And we're not seen as a swing state. But when you look at what the Republicans are doing, they're investing about $24 million trying to hold on to this governorship. What they know is that the next governor of our state will control redistricting. Right now, we have 7 Democrats we send to the House and 1 Republican. They have a plan to make that 4-4. They do that, and while we may take back the House this fall in 2 years, it may be part of why, once redistricting is done, why they're able to take it back or hold on to it longer. And so we've got to get very serious as a party about understanding that this is a moment for forward-thinking federalism, for turning our states into models for how we move forward when the far right wing controls every branch of our federal government. And we have to understand that Republicans are investing in Maryland for a reason. They want to turn us purple. We've got to fight hard to make sure that our state actually gets back to moving forward and that it reflects our values.